Alright, when operating a Chevy ambulance, like pretty much our entire fleet is made out of, almost, one of the most common problems that you want to run into as far as a breakdown is concerned while driving is the turbo hoses coming loose and popping off the truck. And you'll know that that is what has happened when you hear a loud pop. It's just like a bang from under the hood, followed by loss of power. You're going to have trouble getting over 30 miles an hour. Truck's going to run just pretty bad, just a real loss of power. That's pretty much what characterizes turbo hose coming off. So you can fix this on the side of the road yourself if you want to give it a shot and to be able to finish your call or make it to headquarters or whatever. It's doable on the side of the road with the tools you have in your toolbox. The only thing that you'll really use is a flathead screwdriver and the vice grips. It's a lot easier if you have an 11mm wrench, but if you don't have it, you can do it with the vice grips. So I'll try and show you how to get it done.
Okay, so if you got to replace the turbo hose on the side of the road, there's a couple places that it can come off from. Let me show you one that's not on the truck to make this easier to see what you're doing. This is the same as this, and then you got your rubber part here. So there's three connections. One, which connects down here at the radiator, or right in front of the radiator. Then the rubber connection, the first one. Then the second one, there should be a hose clamp here. I took it off because I was using it on something else. And then last is this piece connects right there. So if it pops off when you're driving down the road, most likely it's going to be from here or here. Sometimes they break, and if it breaks, then there's nothing you can do about it. Alright. So, say it pops off from this point right here, which I've already loosened this up. You can do this on the side of the road with your vice grips if you have to, because that's all you have. But it's an 11mm, and that makes it a whole lot faster. You just have to loosen this nut completely. You have to go along, all the way out with it because of the type of hose clamp it is. But let's just say that it's popped off. Alright, stop. So if it's popped off from the first part here, the only way to get it back on is to take this off. You'll have to have your flathead screwdriver, and this back part is held in the very back. You remember how I said it had two connections, one at the very back and one up here where there would be a hose clamp. This one has the hose clamp right there. But it's easiest to take it off from all the way back here. Show you. This is what I'm talking about. We're going to take it off here. So you got to have a flathead screwdriver to stick under these. Can you see that? Stick underneath these metal, whatever kind of clamp this is, and you just kind of pry it up all the way around, and you can take it off. So let me show you on the actual truck. I need to stop throwing that. I know it's hard to see, but that's all you're really doing. See, now it's off. Take the oil dipstick out. And then all you gotta do is pull the whole assembly off. Alright. That's the metal band thing. Whatever that's called. Alright. All you gotta do is push this clamp back. compress the hose. This one's pretty flexible, so compress the hose to get it in the right spot, well, close to the right spot, and then work it kind of up and down, side to side, to get it to seat on the black plastic part, just like that, where it's supposed to go. Take this hose clamp back to the edge, almost to the edge, leave a little gap. Make sure that the hose is all the way on the underneath side too, or it'll pop right back off. Alright, then you'll take the top part, compress it. Alright, so compress this back, get it around the inlet, push back on where it's supposed to be. Take the metal band, you have to spread it out and push it back where it's supposed to seat. And once you get it kind of back here in the ridge where it's supposed to be, you're just going to have to, here, let me just show you on this one, it'll make it a lot easier to show. Once you expand it, you're just going to have to get it in this groove all the way around, and then just work it side to side and it'll seat just like that. There you go, just like that. So now, hose clamps back on. We never touched this one. We have to tighten this one because it came off. So 11 millimeter if you got it. Tighten it very, very, very snug. If you don't have 11 millimeter, you gotta do it this way, the hard way. That's about it. Put your dipstick back in. So if it comes off here, it's the same process. If it comes off of this clamp, this clamp, this clamp, or down there, you have to take this off, the rubber one, and reattach it here first to do this one last. It'll be a lot easier. That's it.